Now, a data center is a large group of networked servers typically used for remote storage, processing and distribution of large amounts of data. And this is the physical aspect of what they call the cloud. It's become an integral part of modern business, and joining me to tell us more about the technology is Johan Henning, the acting MD for Telkom Business. Johan, welcome to Tech Work.
No, thank you very much.
Now, Johan, on the show we regularly talk about data centers, virtualization, server rooms, and I'm quite excited today to show our viewers for the first time of what it actually looks like. Now, we're here at Telkom Businesses. I call it the mothership, but it's your data center. What does all of this mean from a practical perspective for the businesses you service?
This is the heart of our IT forage into the cloud business. The cloud is constituted around the network and around the data center, etc. And it's very important to understand what the data center actually is. The data center takes the computing that sometimes you have on your desktop and your laptop and all that, but it consolidates it into a center that makes the applications available to multiple users from the central point, which means that you don't have to replicate the applications in each and every device that you've got. Yes, this is probably one of the biggest data centers in the country, and it has got many facets to it. And it's got down the bottom there's a big basement where we've got all the file servers, and then it's got security around it to make sure that your data stays safe. And then it's monitoring, and how do we manage the applications that we do run from this data center.
How do you make sure that you can service your clients 24/7? I think of industries like the medical field, like security. How do you make sure that their services are up and running 24/7?
The purpose of a hosted environment like we've got here today is to take away the need for our customers to build similar centers. So now here you've got a secure environment, you've got power backed up, you've got air conditioning, and then also you've got the skills to run these systems, which means that your customers don't have to go and replicate this. They can share it, and it brings the cost down because now you can share the similar platforms. Or also from here you can support them countrywide into Africa, globally if necessary. So that gives the customer the security that his services and his application and his data is sitting in a secure environment, well run, backed up, and there's a full business continuity plan around this. I mentioned there's 7 data centers, so we can switch between them, which gives the customer the sense of security that his services and his applications and his data is in a very safe environment.
The use of technology and digitalization is the future, and many businesses have had to adapt. Consumers want to be connected. How do you offer those services? How do you take businesses in South Africa to that next level?
I think the challenge for us supporting our businesses is how do they support their consumer customers.
And we like the way we like things these days, and we want things quick and easy access, and whether it's with a cell phone or a computer.
Yeah, and the challenge is how does the business model of our business customers have to change to accommodate.
Do they understand they need to change?
I think there's probably some people that would like to stay in where they're comfortable, whereas the consumer is changing. I mean, you talked about digitalization. Our consumers are digitalized. So the challenge is, for instance, existing business models, existing products are no longer going to continue to exist. Items out there is now becoming a virtual product on your tablet, and that's where we want to play a role in assisting our businesses to support their consumer customers. When you go into your tablet to do banking or to do purchasing, you don't see that there's a data center, there's a network behind it. And that's where we come in.
You just want it to work.
It just has to work. You have to want to access it, and it has to be fast enough, so and it must be accessible. So that's where your network comes in, so that you combine your data center capability with the network, which gives you access. There's a changing business model, but the basics of business still stay. It's just how you're going to address your customer needs differently.
Johan, thank you very much for sharing your insights with us.